it's here, that little lane.
Just watch this idiot now. Start slowing down, move over into the middle, indicate with my right arm, and that idiot comes flying past on the right hand side. What's that all about?
Here we go. So this is the back way to Alton from Lancaster. Some of the route that we're going to take this morning we did a while ago where we came up from Beaumont near Lancaster and worked our way towards Melling. So I thought we'd do it in reverse, so at least we're not on the main road all the time. So we're just going to find the beginning of that green lane we came up. It's given a dry forecast today. There's no rain at all, but it's only given a maximum of, I think, 8 degrees. And obviously when you're on the bike it feels a bit cooler than that. Not too bad at the moment. For the first time I'm actually wearing my new Alton Dry Star winter gloves. I haven't needed to wear them before, so I thought I better wear them. I think it's here, that little lane. Here we go. Oh, a bit muddy. The farmer's been using this quite a bit. Get quite a nice view coming this way, coming down the hill over at Morecambe Bay. Grange in the distance, just over the top of that white house that you can see. A bit shorter lane than what I originally remember it being when we came up the other way. Right, this is where it joins the other lane. So if we turn right there, it brings you out into the back of Bolton Sands. And then this way brings us you out at the crossroads at Bottomdale Road, and then we'll go straight across. So the last time I went to Glasson Dock, I intended going on the bike, but it was that blooming cold that I'm not going to freeze to death. And I wanted to take some drone footage, which you'll see on this upcoming video. I thought, right, I'll just go in the car and just take the drone and do some footage. Then I'll come on the bike on another day where it's a bit warmer. So this is the day. We're just joining that other road, Bottomdale Road. So that, if you turn right there, it just takes us back into Slime. Then left just takes us over to Alton. Just recently we've been to the Motorcycle Live in Birmingham, and I was talking to a friend who'd been there just recently to the motor caravan show, and he was already working down at Birmingham, so it was easy for him to get there. So he decided to meet his wife down there at the show. So, and they were saying she'd bought a ticket on the train, because the train gets you, is it only 5 minutes from the NEC? He said, oh, it's £60 return. So I thought, oh, that's not too bad. I'll just see what, see if we can get a reasonably priced ticket. When I looked, £90. So that would have been £90 each. So that's 180 for Aaron and myself. And then you've got the entry fee as well. So I thought, that's a bit steep, I'm not paying all that. So in the end we just went down in the car. So this is your Bay Gateway. So that's looking towards the M6, which is east. And then the other way, looking out towards Heysham Power Station and Morecambe. That was a godsend having this bypass built. I remember before this bypass was built, the traffic going through Lancaster was absolutely horrendous. It took you ages and ages to get through Lancaster. And then when it finally opened, it was just like a breath of fresh air. Everything suddenly was so much easier getting through the city. Of course, this is a great link now to the port of Heysham, and then on to the Isle of Man. Made things so easy. Right, we'll just get the drone out, I think.
Put your lips on mine. I love it when we hide in the pale blue sky, floating turning round.
Right.
Must always come back down. I'll be safe and
Continue down this lane now. And then into Lancaster. Gotta be careful with these briars sticking out. The canal should be on our left. There we go. What we'll do, rather than going through the centre of Lancaster, we'll go up round the back where it's a little bit quieter. I'll go on one or two side streets and we'll come out at the Pointer roundabout, and then we're on Ashton Road, which takes us to Glasson Dock. Some of the centre we just can't avoid. So when I do the follow-up video to this, we'll have to come back into Lancaster again to get on the other side of the estuary. Well, it's either that or make a long detour towards Cromer and then back to Caton. Mr. Tesco, one of our drivers. God, this bike sounds so good. You just want to cane it all the time. Well, it's not good for your health, is it? There is one thing with noisy bikes, people can hear you coming, can't they? And when you're passing them, I don't like quiet bikes, they're not as safe. Thank you. What a nice vicar. Actually, I think we'll go a different way. We've gone a little bit far actually for Pointer roundabout. Come out at the top of Barham. near the boot and shoe, and then we can turn right. I'm still recording anyway. Right, where were we? Oh yeah, right at the, talking about the bike show, the NEC. Yeah, so we just went, in the end we just went down into the car, and then when you get into the car park, there's not many people, even if you go earlier, waiting for the bus. So we end up, it's probably about a 20-minute walk from the Ford car park. So you always end up walking to the entrance. So this year we were there probably 10 minutes before the doors opened. So it was a nice show, enjoyed it, lots to see. So obviously I'm making a little bit more effort now, trying to provide more catering facilities and more events that people can join in, which is good. While we was there, we went onto the Triumph stand. I'm quite interested in the Triumph Speed Twin 900, the new model, 2025. I was originally looking at the Daytona 660 triple, but it's just a little bit too head down for me. I'd end up gunning it all the time. And then there's the Trident 660 using the same engine. But I just can't get to like it. Just got that strange back end to it. Well, I've always liked the retro style. And one of the bikes I was thinking about was the Z900, the RS. But when I was looking at the statistics, comparing the Kawasaki and the Triumph Speed Twin 900, even though the Speed Twins are quite a bit lower in horsepower, brake horsepower, which is about 64 horsepower, whereas the ZZRs are well over 90, isn't it? The torque figure on the Speed Twin is 18 Newton meters of torque, whereas on the Kawasaki it's about, is it about, again, 90 odd, over 90, but it's the RPM you need on the Kawasaki to achieve that high torque, where it's in the late 3000s for the Triumph to attain 80 Newton meters of torque, which would be ideal for me. Just, you know, for tootling around, lots of bottom end, So we went to, the week after, we had a ride out to Yule's at Blackburn, and we spoke with Adam there, one of the salesmen, nice chap, and we'd had a look on the internet. He said, well look, I've got the Speed Twin 900 coming in about end of January. He said, but I've only got one of each colour. So he said, if you're thinking about a specific colour in it, I'll get your name down now. He said, just pay a £200 deposit and wait for us to, we know when we get the bike, we usually put about 100 miles on it ourselves, just to run them in a little, and then come in and take it out for the day, just see what you think. He said, if you don't like it, then that's fine. You know, you can either put your deposit down on something else, or, you know, we can give you your money back. If you know, you don't want to buy a Triumph, or you've got other ideas. He said, but if you don't put your name down on this white one, which I was thinking about, he said there won't be another one. If that gets snapped up, there won't be another white one until the middle of the summer. So that's what I've done. So I've paid a deposit and wait for him to give me a ring, and I will take it out and you'll see what I think. Another option would have been the Speed 400, which has got some really good reviews, and I do like the styling of that bike. And I might yet try that bike out once I've tried the Speed Twin 900 and just see how I feel about that. It's only a single cylinder, but it's, you know, more than enough power for me. But I think reading between the lines, I think once I've had the Speed Twin out, the 900, I don't think I'll want the 400. And the 1200, it's just a beast. Just far too much power for what I need. And it's another £3,000 for a new bike. It's another £3,000, which I think, you know, it's a lot of money. So let's wait and see. Hope the cafe's open. It was last week. Looks very quiet. Oh dear me, look at that. It's all shut up. I was hoping for a hot chocolate. Time is it now? 12:15. At one point, the dock, which is just the other side of the basin, was the largest dock in the northwest, handling sugar, spices and cotton from the Africas and the Indies. It also played an important part in the slave trade as well. It is still quite a busy port. It's run now by the Glasson Grain Company, and they handle, I think, still 150,000 tonnes of cargo each year. The pub, unfortunately, is now closed and is up for sale, which is rather a shame. This is the canal link, which links to the Basin of Glasson. This was built in 1826, and it linked the towns of Preston, Lancaster and Kendal with the sea, so that goods could be imported and exported through this particular canal. And it's 2.5 miles long, and through that stretch there are 7 locks.
Must always come back down. But I'll be safe in your arms, like the light in the day never part. I'm looking down the line, with you by my side I'll be fine. To earth, it's just as good as up there. I'm gonna keep you near, 'cause you're all I need, my dear. Do you feel the winds are turning round? 'Cause what goes up must always come back down. Safe in your arms, like the light in the day never part. I'm looking down the line, with you by my side I'll be fine.
I think that's it for this video, and on the next video I want to visit Sunderland Point. So I think there is something there that I'd like to show you. I think you might find it quite interesting. So until next time, thank you for watching, and we'll see you shortly.